Welcome to our Solar City, our 40th year anniversary. That's right, 40 years of us giving hope to youth and families and providing you hope by us being the soul of this city. This year, we hope that you enjoy our interviews, our performances, and many other things that will help you understand more about who we are. And of course, we want you to come join our family and be a part of making more youth and more families the soul of this city. "40 years is a long time to keep at this work. It's hard because it matters. And let us tell you this, there is nothing more rewarding to us than seeing our kids grow now in 4 generations of us doing this work. When we started, we worked as a new agency, but now as a 40-year-old agency, we work as a 40-year experienced business. We want you to know we are here for eternity, not just for kids of today, but kids beyond our existence. And to make that happen, we need everyone to help us out. 40 years is just the beginning."
In 1981, SEI hosted its first basketball camp. 40 years later, we're still running our camps. It's an important part of who we are and where we come from. See, our founders knew that the message that was being told to our young people is that the only way you could be successful is by dribbling a ball or entertaining people. But once they were here, giving so much more opportunities, showing them that you could compete, you could learn, you could have self-esteem, and you could come out of challenges in life so much better than when you started. Because the ultimate lesson at SEI, and will always be at SEI, is that life has options.
Let's go, y'all, come on!
If you survived the SEI basketball camp, you've accomplished something, because it's not easy. It's tough work. But at the end of the day, it's not all about basketball.
Other than basketball, what do you like to do?
You spend as much time in a classroom as you do on the court.
We gotta know where we're going because we gotta know what avenue to take.
We talk about success
You keep doing what you can control, all right? Everything else is gonna take care of itself.
and achieving your success in the way that's best for you.
Finish on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Finish.
All those things are unique characteristics that make SEI special and a part of the holistic approach that we take at self-enhancement. Our camp is only as good as its people. We have a long line of alumni, former players. It really is a homecoming of people that care.
Smooth it out. Make the adjustment. 3 in a row, same thing. Way to shoot. I participated in SEI camp from 6th grade, and then right when I graduated high school, I just got involved to work in the camp. Spread your feet out a little bit more. See, now you're strong. Now you have the strength to get it up. When I was younger, I thought the most important thing was come here and get a name for yourself, play amongst the top players. But as I got older and started paying attention, it's really to teach accountability, discipline, respect, hard work, on the court and off the court.
Clap it up! Clap it up! Give me something from the classroom.
My name is Tony. I'm an incoming 9th grader at Evergreen, and what we talked about in the classroom was most of us know what a 2-3 zone is, but can't sign up for college.
Clap it up.
A lot of kids don't even know what they want to do. All they see is basketball.
Give me something from the game.
And the reality of them making it is low.
We got outplayed, took an L. I don't know, we played hard, but it wasn't enough.
So we try to use this camp to teach those kids about life skills.
It hurts in the gut to lose, right? But you have to feel that. It's fine to be upset, but grow from it.
Most of us will never get paid to dribble a basketball.
Hey, that's you, that's you! Oh, let's go!
But we can all use the passion, the gifts, the skill, the camaraderie, the love to power you wherever you want to go. We know the majority of our students won't ever play college basketball. Some of them won't even play high school basketball. But at the end of the day, the lessons that they learn are so much more important than what happens on a basketball court.
Game going where? Classroom. Classroom going where? Fundamentals.
All of it is done out of love and knowing what happens on the other end if you accomplish and finish the week at self-enhancement.
1, 2, 3. Life has options. Get out of here.
Did you know, in 2017, SEI reached the benchmark of serving 26 schools in 4 different school districts in Multnomah County. Service, soul in the city, excellence. My experience at SEI started in 2011 as an in-school service coordinator. And the reason why I wanted to be a part of this work was because it just simply represented family. It had the opportunity to be yourself, to make connections with others that look like you, and allow them to advance in a world full of people that don't look like them. It allowed children to have opportunities to become better within themselves and to be pillars in their own families, to be the first, to graduate, to have a full-time job, to own a home. So many opportunities afforded on a daily basis. SEI was important enough to me to make a change in my own life because I wanted to be better for the children and the youth and the adults that I served. I know some of y'all, I started out in this community working here, and to this day, I attribute my relationships that I have in the community to what SEI gave me. My first community relationships came from this building, came from this gym before I became a police officer. It has been my duty, even long before I decided to put on a uniform, to affectionately and humbly serve. I'll be open and say, people that wear this uniform right now is one of the most highly scrutinized professions in the nation, right? And it should be, because historically, in some neighborhoods across the country have not done the right things when it comes to allowing people their freedoms and treating them right when they do have to take them away temporarily. SEI taught me how to be transparent, how to be honest, but also how to see someone for what they are going to become and not for what they are in the moment. What I teach to other officers now that I'm a sergeant is just because you can arrest doesn't mean you always should. If I get to a situation and I see a young man that's maybe made a bad choice, they remembered me more for educating them and not penalizing them because I'm thinking about, man, this young person has a future. My heart's desire is to continue to serve, although it may be in a slightly different capacity. The work is one and the same. And so by choosing this profession, it gives me an opportunity to care about those that don't know me and to do the right thing by those who do. Just know how important y'all are, man, and you worth more than the ball that you got in your hands, man, and I'm proud of all of y'all. I see you guys in the community, different places with your families. It's a good group in here. So thank y'all for your time, thank you for your ear, thank you for your respect, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Israel. Appreciate you, baby. Yep. Appreciate it. Let them know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
SEI has been a pillar for 40 years strong. We've seen things together, we've lost together, we've won together. But that's why SEI is such a family. And so not only is this a celebration of 40 years, it's 40 years of remembering and recognizing where this community has come from because of the soul right here in this city.
One of the best things we do at SEI is our after-school program. Students have a chance to come here, have a hot meal, do homework, and then find something that they're really passionate about. One of the biggest classes, the most popular classes that we have is dance. These next young ladies have taken part in that program, and they're about to share with you an original piece.
Hey, my name is Zaraya.
Hey, my name is Zaraya.
And hey, my name is Cameron. And we are the ZCZ, and we about to bring them out.
Woo!
Come on. Yeah, don't wonder why, that's just my attitude. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's just my attitude. Oh, yeah, I don't blame you. If I was you, I'd probably be getting mad too. Yeah, I know now that there ain't no better dude. Yeah, that's just my attitude. Okay, that's just my, I'm sorry, homie, I don't mean to be flawless. Yeah, I seen that envy in your eye when you saw this. Yeah, and when you shoot your shot, it make you a target. You getting guap, they wanna take all your pockets. Ooh, hey, it's a gift, how I avoid all the nonsense. Yeah, don't be a hater, it's no good for your conscience. Yeah, you from this world, I'm from somewhere far beyond it. Yeah, matter of fact, man, I don't even belong here. Cause I got a different type of swagger, dude. You ain't gon' find nobody like me on your avenues. Better come get me while you can, I'm just passing through. Ask me how I get this good. Oh, you can blame it on my attitude. Yeah, yeah, okay, baby, that's just my attitude. Yeah, I don't blame you. If I was you, I'd probably be getting mad too.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Orlando Williams, CEO of Modus. I was 11 years old when SEI came into my life, and it had a transformational impact. Tonight, we're celebrating 40 years of that legacy with Soul of the City. When you think of 40 years, you think of commitment, you think of passion, you think of dedication. When I think of those things, I think of SEI, the commitment that they've had to the youth, the young Black men and women who impact the communities every day. SEI in those 40 years has become global, and now it's even more important for SEI to continue to impact the lives of youth for another 40 years. SEI, I salute you for all the work you've done.
You know, when we started back in '81, actually 40 years ago, I can't actually say that I dreamed of all that has occurred over this 40 years. I mean, it was just a thought. It was something that we put together to make a difference for young people in our community. But because of the needs that we see in our community, not only through sports, but families that are in need, the social services that we need to deal with, some of the inequities that we saw. We just kept building it block by block, step by step, and what was once a camp became a full year-round program in several schools, starting out in Portland Public Schools. And then it continued to grow. Our camps went from young men to both young men and young women. It went from Portland Public Schools to Park Road School District and David Douglas and Reynolds. It just continued to grow. And it grew because the need was so obvious. And we had the services that we could then provide that would make the difference. When you look at self-enhancement today, it's no longer a program or a project, it's a full-fledged agency. I mean, we're an agency in our 40th year touching over 17,000 children and families every day in 6 different school districts every day. Not only touching lives and impacting lives, but saving lives. I can't tell you how many lives today are different based on the fact that they went through our program. But on the other side, we've lost some kids. So the whole gamut of services and situations and circumstances we've had to deal with. But we are community first, and we will always be community. And I think when people think of self-enhancement, they think of community. And in this particular case, they think of the Black community first and foremost.
Hello, everyone. This is Orlando, your guy, again, with another fun fact. Did you know that in 2003, the founder, Tony Hobson Sr., received the first citizenship award for his outstanding leadership of self-enhancement?
One of the biggest things we do at SEI is encourage our students to think, to grow, and express themselves. Our next student is a graduate of Jefferson High School, where she won a full ride scholarship to Prairie View A&M with an original piece from her mind, Miss Hedaya.
This is not a poem, but a toast to those who believed in me, who paved this way, to my mom and dad, who turned nothing into something, gave me all the tools to be successful, worked hard so that I can see beyond Portland. I can never repay you for these last 18 years, but I cannot rest if I do not at least try. To Kiana, Mackenzie, and Malcolm, the way you look up to me is motivation enough. I will always strive to be the best big sister to you, the best example. I'm sorry I have to leave, but I'll be right back. To every teacher and mentor who guided me to see my full potential, who seen something great in me and ensured that it shined through. To my grandmothers, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, this toast is for all of you. The woman I am about to become is a direct reflection of the love and support that you poured into me. But how can I leave without acknowledging the souls that are trapped here? This is not a poem, but a eulogy to the ones who never made it out. Your life barely began before it was taken from you. As kids, all we heard were statistics of the ones who never walked the stage, never made it to 18, told that all we had to do was cross that finish line and we would be okay, and we did it. We finished that race, but they didn't tell us that bullets have no names and the world can end just as quick as it begins, and I shouldn't be writing this. Y'all should just be here, but life happens so fast. I'm sorry, I can't take you with me. I promise I'll come back. I'll help break this cycle. This is an ode to the girl I once was. You were nothing short of extraordinary. All odds were against you, yes, you pushed through every hardship, turned lemons into lemonade. Thank you for every chapter that you wrote that led me to this point. I'll finish the story. I'll make you proud. And to the woman I'm about to become, mountains were moved for you to be here. Never forget who moved them. You will be everything you were destined to be, and I cannot wait to meet you.
Life has options. You may know that from the core of you. Unfortunately, many of the youth that we serve, families that we serve, that look like me, don't always truly understand that or know that. Here at SEI, we provide them a vision, views of things that maybe they never thought were opportunities for them, giving them options to be and say and exist in their full selves. A perfect example of that is one of our success stories. Not only did she experience our embrace of supporting her through her youth, we provided her an internship that gave her vision, that not only existed in that moment, but has now become her career. Please join me in watching the beautiful story of Sarah Lawrence.
Well, I was born and raised in Northeast Portland, single parent home. I started at SEI when I was in 4th grade, and as I've gone through SEI, I began to kind of come out of my shell. I was a shy kid, didn't speak much, always was pretty good in school, but kind of lacking that social presence. And SEI kind of helped me to get out my shell as the years went past. From elementary school to middle school, when I just kind of started developing into myself. SEI was there. I had 2 dope coordinators in middle school, who one of them I ended up being a colleague with when I came back to work for the program. Another has just been there for me even to this day. That internship that SEI provided me when I was in college during the summer was a pivotal moment in me determining and deciding that I wanted to become a nurse. And now I am a registered nurse at Providence St. Vincent Medical Center. I think SEI is the soul of the city because SEI has touched so many lives and made a difference in so many families, this community, this entire community. And without it, I don't even know where the city of Portland would be.
Our next performer has been in SEI since 2nd grade. He's an incredible athlete, incredible performer, but more important to me, just an incredible person that's grown into a fine young man. Performing an original piece, my man, my guy, Mr. Romeo.
For all of my people, it must be the waves or something. It must be the braids or something. It must be the J's or something. It must be the waves or something. It must be the braids or something. It must be the J's or something. It must be the soul food. It's good, I won't hold you. It must be the, it must be the, it's the way that we came from the mud. Yeah, we had to make somebody new. Yeah, it must be the, it must be the, real. Remember we had nothing, nowadays we making moves. Shout out SEI, this every time I pay my dues. Man, I didn't have no laces, kept me grounded, gave me shoes. This one for Miss Honeycutt, and this one for the news. AD told me run it up, Deloney, that's my dude. Remember walking through the center back in middle school. Talent shows too lit, we knew we had the juice. We come on, I rip, he spit, but we just getting loose. Yeah, the Reaper hop on track, he finna run, I know. Yeah, but if you got some snacks, we'll have a fun night though. Yeah, grab the party lights and rock your body real slow. Yeah, your ears don't move too far to the left. We know where we started from. Yeah, we know where we started. For all my people say the way song. It might be the brave song. Yeah, it might be the J's song. Yeah, it might be the way song. Yeah, it might be the brave song. Yeah, it might be the J's song. Yeah, it might be the way song. Yeah, the brave song. Yeah, it might be the brave song. Yeah, the brave song. Yeah, it might be the J's song. Yeah, the J's song. Might be looking like Bayer song. Yeah, Bayer song. Yeah, look like Bayer song. I might rock your way or something. Switch up. 20 high, see the bigger picture. Remember I was down, had to get up. Couldn't wait for summer school to be finished. Put 100 in racks in my dinner. And that's what I've been on. Yellow bus took a trip, had to get on. Little walk through drip with a fit on. All these haters gon' talk, tell them get on. Y'all gave life to me. Y'all open my eyes to see that I can be whatever I want it to be. For all of my people. It might be the J's song. It might be the way to song. It might be the braid to song. It might be the way to song. It might be the way that we do our thing. It gotta be something we doing right. For all of my people.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Lawrence, and to celebrate SEI's 40th year anniversary, I'm going to provide you with a fun fact. Did you know that in 2017, 94% of students graduated from the whole school model at Jefferson High School? And another fun fact, those were my kids that graduated in 2017 because I was still working there. Shout out to me and mine.
This next story is about two young men. These young men have persevered, overcome so much, and are currently living their dreams. The thing I really want people to understand that their success right now is due to a lot of people, a lot of family, a lot of people surrounding them. Their SEI family has been at the center of that, whether it's employees, former mentors that are just coming back to surround these students in our community. So I really want you guys to pay attention to this story as we celebrate the success of these two young men.
Nice bouncy. Good shot. Here we go.
Oh.
Let's go. Let's go for it. Hot lava.
Nice shot.
Nice shot, kid. Two speeds. I get there. Sail shot. Got it. Here we go.
My name is Robert Ford. I've been in this community growing up all my life. I started playing basketball about, from my remembrance, like 3 years old, probably younger, but that's what I stick to a lot. Just 3 years old is when I really started loving the game, I would say. And it wasn't until, I would say, in high school, kind of brought me to learn that I can really do something with basketball, like, you know, play this game at the highest level I could.
We're gonna shift, we're gonna pull, we'll go tween, and then you'll step out. Shift, step over.
If you know him, you know his life story. It's been a very hard one for him, you know, so programs like SEI were really, really instrumental in supporting him.
Growing up, I lost my dad when I was 11 to gun violence, so I had to step up early. I had to be the dad or the man in the house. I mean, SEI to our community is big because that's where we could go and not really be in trouble in the streets or doing nothing like that. So having that support system motivated me to keep going, keep being strong, and it really helped me understand life, understand that it's a lot of stuff is bigger than me.
For me, growing up, SEI was somewhere I could go and feel relief. You got mentors that helped me to not be just an athlete and do more in life.
I also came up through SEI. Anthony Deloney was my coordinator, and he was with me through everything. You know, so now here it is, I'm 40 and kind of doing the same thing with Robert and Allian.
Tell me how you want it. You can tell me how you want it.
Having an older brother like Robert is great. His basketball game, the way he thinks and stuff, taking little things like that and putting it into my life.
You can't kick your leg out. Anytime you do that in the game, it's an offensive foul.
You went right underneath it, I gotta be
Your leg can't be out.
He always gives me great advice, always tells me, you know, what I may be doing wrong, what can help me on and off the floor, actually.
My family is, you know, my why. My daughter is my why. I'll do anything for my daughter, and to see her having fun, running around the gym, playing with a ball, whatever, it's just, you know, exciting to me. Like, whatever she has in life, I'm behind her 100%.
As of right now, Robert is a senior at Idaho State. He graduates in 6 months. Allian is a sophomore at Tacoma Community College, and they're both still playing basketball. So for me, if we can use this orange basketball to get your education paid for, right, and to help you guys become productive men, you know, let's do it.
Going through these rough times, having family, having my daughter, they just giving me motivation to keep going. Like, I'm right there to where I want to be, but I feel like I need to keep going, keep pushing myself to be the best me.
This all started with a basketball camp. Our motto then was basketball or sports without academics is a long shot. So when I came to Portland and found this community focused on athletes and youth and making sure that they make it through their journey and finding their options, I knew this was the family for me. As a member of Oregon, you will find your connection in our stories. The soul of the city is right here.
So here we are, 40 years later from the time we started Self-Enhancement Inc. This is an opportunity to celebrate 40 successful years. Now, obviously, could not have done this without all of the individuals that have been a part of this effort, from great staff to leadership to volunteers, and certainly those who have supported us year after year after year. This is a time to celebrate the successes of individuals that have come through the program now that are doing great things throughout our city. We're celebrating children and families that are getting what they need, not only to survive, but to thrive. But just again, know that that could not happen without the support of those of you who give on a regular basis to our SEI world. So we just want to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this effort. And every time you hear about a successful SEI kid crossing that line of success, getting into college, getting that great job, giving back to our community, just know that you can celebrate that along with us because your support has made that difference.
SEI has been a pillar in this community for 40 years. Our roots run deep, with thousands upon thousands of lives changed for the better. If 4 decades has taught us one thing, it's that we are resilient, and no matter the challenge, we will show up for our people. We pivot, we adapt, and we serve with excellence. 40 years is just the beginning. Come see what's next.
I just want to take this opportunity to give a heartfelt thank you to all of our sponsors. And I want to give a special shout out to several sponsors that have been a part of our event this evening. Boeing. This is presented by Boeing, building the future together. Pavelcom, professional IT, voice, and cabling services, partnering with businesses and nonprofits in the Pacific Northwest for over 36 years. Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is honored to celebrate SEI's 40 years of impact and youth potential realized in our community. Danner Boots, presented by Danner. Boots built to go there since 1932. V&B Philanthropy. Our philanthropic efforts support equitable education and homelessness SEI's mission and core values align with our mission. And lastly, McDonald's, locally owned McDonald's of Oregon and Southwest Washington. Hopefully you all enjoyed tonight's event, Soul of the City. We'll continue to stay on the front lines to do our work. Hopefully you will continue to support us in that. Have a great evening.